I'll be trying the bentonite clay mask on my entire head of locks. You may have seen in a previous video I did it on my scalp alone, and I felt like that helped tremendously with improving the issues that I had with itchiness and dandruff. I'm actually nervous, guys. I'm really nervous to do this because I know it's gonna be a lot. So I'm going to be doing it on my entire head of locks because I know that a lot of people have had great experiences using it on their locks. They felt like it really clarified the locks. It got away a lot of the buildup and lint, and with my locks being black now, it's more easily noticeable when I have issues with anything in my locks. It's easily spottable. So I made sure to get a nice big bottle jar. So I have enough because I'm really not sure how much I should mix. If you're new to my channel, check out my locks, guys. My locks are down to my tailbone. Well, at the longest, because my locks kind of go like this. So the shortest locks are kind of like at my waist, and the longest ones are at my tailbone. So I'm gonna just eyeball it. I'm going to be mixing it with apple cider vinegar, and that's how I'll make the clay. By the way, my hair is in a towel right now because I just washed it. I'll show you the shampoo in a moment, but I use Neutrogena anti-residue shampoo, which is what I recommend for people who deal with buildup. I've definitely seen results in other people when they used that shampoo, so I root for it. So I use that to wash my hair prior to doing this because I felt like if I get out a lot of the buildup prior to using the clay mask, I feel like it'll be more effective and it'll get out whatever was left behind. Because oftentimes when we do clarifying things like apple cider vinegar soaks, a lot of the times that brings the buildup to the surface, but it doesn't always wash it all the way out. So I want to make sure that I do as much as I can to make sure it's out of my locks and not on the surface. I'm concerned because I know in the earlier part of my journey, when I didn't know too much, I didn't know better, I did use heavier products on my locks. So I am expecting some buildup, but at the same time I'm not expecting a lot because I do feel like my locks are pretty lightweight for their length. So I feel like it's not too much extra in my locks. So I'll be applying the clay, then I'll be soaking it, and then I'll shampoo it again with the anti-residue shampoo. So let's get to mixing. Remember, when you're using bentonite clay, do not use metal utensils. This is how much I made. I know it's a lot, but I feel like it still might not be enough, but we'll see. As I go along, I'll decide if I need to make some more. I didn't use any particular measurements. I just made sure to pour until I got to this consistency. Thick, okay? Alright. You want to make sure that you mix it really well so that there aren't any powdered chunks in there. Yeah, so. Alright, I'm ready. By the way, you don't have to shampoo your hair prior to applying this clay, but you do want to make sure your hair is wet. If my hair dries in the process of me applying it, I'm going to mist it with water. Is this how I'm gonna look in 60 years? Black don't cry. So I'm actually gonna let it sit, but because I'm gonna be moving around, I'm actually gonna wrap it back up in my towel. So let me do that now. So I'm gonna leave that there and handle this face. So I'm back. I washed it off my face and I moisturized it very lightly because I know I'm going to end up washing my face again when I shampoo everything out naturally. But yes, my skin feels refreshed. So now let me let this down and I'm gonna let it dry, air dry, before I actually soak it out, because I think that's when the clay is most effective. I really look like Toni Morrison right now. Like, I look like Angela Bassett in Black Panther. Not quite, but. So once it's finally dry, I'm gonna show you guys the soaking process. Hey everyone, so I'm back with my results. That was a process, okay? Yes, I initially planned on soaking my locks in the sink, but then I realized it's just not going to be able to accommodate my hair, so I ended up filling up the tub with warm water, warm to hot water, and you guys saw the results. I mean, a lot of that color was obviously from the green clay, but you can still tell like how murky it was. A lot of that was either my black dye or just gunk, dirt, sweat, grossness, buildup, stuff like that. So my hair has been fading for a little while now, in certain spots where I didn't really get a really good application in the beginning, and those areas I notice are fading more. And I feel like with that wash, I feel like those spots are poking through even more. So keep that in mind. That may be an experience some of you have if you have colored hair. So there's a chance it may cause your hair to fade. Just something to consider. So I only soaked my hair in the tub one time because it was just really draining. Like the way I was positioned, I just couldn't deal with it for a second soak. So I just ended up going in the shower and like letting the water run through my hair as much as I could stand it. And then I used the Neutrogena shampoo I was talking about earlier. I'm almost done with it, and yeah, I got a good lather and washed that out, and now here I am. So I am a little concerned that I might have missed some spots, but you guys can let me know. You guys will definitely see where my red hair is poking through. Let me do a close-up. Yes, I feel like I did miss some spots, and you can definitely see where that that brown color is coming through. That's the red that I had prior. So I feel like, as well as with apple cider vinegar soaks, I feel like they're more effective when you do them over time. Just one apple cider vinegar soak is not really going to do it for you. And I think that will be the same situation with the bentonite clay mask. So yes, but as far as the texture, it feels very, very soft. It feels incredibly soft. Incredibly soft. And I didn't put any conditioner in it or any oils yet. On some of my locks, I feel like it didn't actually bring the product buildup completely out. Most of it, yes, but I feel like on some of the locks, it brought the product to the surface, a lot like what I said happens with apple cider vinegar rinses. So I will be doing a process again. I probably won't do the clay mask process again for a while, but I'll probably do an apple cider vinegar soak sometime next month or in a couple months, because I will be traveling. So I'll probably wait until after to, you know, get all that travel out my hair. So in final analysis, it may fade your dye. Yep. 2, it's difficult to wash out. 3, it left my hair feeling incredibly soft. 4, it stripped away a ton of product buildup. 5, it left some product buildup in there, but again, repeated treatments are best. By no means is this a necessary tool to get rid of your product buildup, but it is an option and it is a process. I definitely recommend that everyone gets the shampoo because I find it really helpful, and it's a lot easier than going through the apple cider vinegar soaks and going through the bentonite clay masks. Using this regularly, I think, will really help you. So now I'm going to oil my scalp using my horsetail leaf growth oil. This will be available as of Friday. And I love these kinds of tops because I can easily distribute the oil on my scalp quickly without mess. So here's what my locks are looking like. I'll have an official length check in May when I hit 8 years locked. I know I need a dye refresher ASAP. I still have some removal to do, some buildup removal, but it's a process.